Hello, what is up guys? I'm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on November 8th of 2023, going over all of the events, as well as major changes, that way you don't miss a thing. This week's patch brings a couple of Lifeskill themed events, as well as another couple of little tweaks to the game. So yeah, quickly before getting to show any of those, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching videos on my channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps me grow my channel, you stay up to date with new content, we both win, and without further ado, let's get into it and start off with the events like we do every single week. And our first event is some bonus stuff for doing alchemy as well as grinding out in the game, and that's going to be giving you these special alchemy tools. You take these to the NPC Alliston, and if you don't know where the NPC Alliston is, you can use the Find NPC function in the top corner up here and just type in Alliston, and it'll show you a whole bunch of different options there. When you bring those over to the Alliston NPC, you're going to get some cool items as a little probability thing here, so nice stuff to pick up just for playing the game. So if you find any of these pouches on your adventures, bring them to that NPC, turn them in for free stuff. Keeping with the theme of alchemy and Alliston and all that fun stuff, before logging into the game, you'll have a free alchemy tool waiting for you, so that's the Y key on the keyboard. Alchemy Supreme Alchemy tool sitting there right there for you. If you then perform alchemy, which has some buffs that have happened over the last 2 patches now, and obtain 20 of the mysterious catalysts, you can exchange them with the NPC Dalashon, who is located throughout the world of Black Desert, which, again, you can use the Find NPC function right here, type in Dalashon, and you'll see all the different options for them right there. You can exchange those or interact with the NPC to pick up another advanced alchemy tool, as well as some repair tools, and a Lifeskill Spirit Stone for the Alchemy Lifeskill. You can also obtain a buff from the NPC for 5 hours of increased alchemy mastery and alchemy time reduction, so pretty nice there if you're into alchemy or wanted to try alchemy after the recent buffs. Now our next event is for those of you that do farming, and there's going to be an increased rate of the moles spawning, so you're going to have a period where multiple moles will spawn. Get it? Multiple moles will spawn while you're out doing your farming activity. And yeah, that's it. Number of spawn moles increased by 3, and the chance for the moles to spawn has been increased by 2. So yeah, more moles all around while you're out doing various farming activities. Next up, the Ataraxian weekly dungeons have some bonus rewards to them, so if you partake in the new dungeons, or I guess they're not new anymore, but if you partake in the dungeons here in Black Desert, some bonus rewards for you out there while doing those. And the last event is going to require you to go over to Finto Farm in-game. And for those of you that don't know where Finto Farm is, it's right here on the map near Velia, so main town of Velia. Finto Farm over here to the right. Again, this is your zoomed out map where you need to head for this one. Interact with the NPC Martina Finto at the location. Click on the chat option, and we're going to discover the Finto Farm warehouse. You will need 1 energy in order to turn this in. So discover the Finto Farm warehouse. This will open up a new node that you can send workers to here at Finto Farm. Up here, this excavation node. Now, in order to partake in this event after, you're going to need some workers in Velia, so to get a worker in Velia, you'll just need to head over to the work NPC here, Santo Manzi, and get a worker to send over here, so just hire a worker at this guy right here, Santo Manzi, talk to him, hire the worker, click on the node location up here, after you've connected the node, of course, to purchase contribution points into it by investing contribution points, and then select which worker you want to work on the node, change how many times you want him to run it to 50,000, and start it. And then after this, you're going to start extracting these pouches, and they're going to give you bonus traces, fruits, and all sorts of stuff from them. So pretty cool little rewards right there from this event. And with that, we'll have covered all the events, so now let's get into the patch notes themselves, and this week's patch brings a couple more tweaks to the alchemy skill. So the mysterious catalysts, to help compensate for the fact that you can't get mass procs in alchemy, have had their drop rate increased by 3.7x. So you get a lot more mysterious catalysts now while you're out doing alchemy, which is pretty nice. Next up, excavation nodes that used to provide you random junk will now give you various ores. So the various ores that are obtained are gold, platinum, rough opal, and mithril, which is pretty cool. These have been added to locations that used to give you basically junk from them. So for example, like the Lynch Farm ruins that used to give you Altarum's items that are worthless, now you'll get gold instead, which you can use for various processing or other activities. Next up, some of the more random items that you got for lumbering have been increased, so if you are having nodes set up, they are going to give you more Spirit's Leaf, Monk's Branch, Old Tree Bark, Red Tree Lump, and Bloody Tree Knot for the various timber cutting and obtaining nodes. And when you do other lumbering activities, you're also going to get more of those same items. Keeping in the theme with the sap gathering, there's now a lumbering Afaru as well that'll spawn, which will have you kill the Afaru to get bonus items. It's pretty cool, gives you a ton of bonus resources, so definitely a nice little bonus there for that. We already talked about farming for moles a little while ago, but now they're going to have more moles that spawn that are the more like rare varieties of the moles that you can get. So this goes along pretty well with the little event going on right now for the moles. So pretty nice right there. Take advantage of it if you're into farming, of course. Next up, guild juices have been added to the rewards for various guild missions. So if you open up your guild mission board, guild missions, you'll see that they now have guild juices obtained from completing them. So you can help manage your guild members and help them progress their stats as newer players, which is nice. Next up, some manor furniture is able to be registered in the central marketplace, so if you have some of these items that I'm kind of thumbing through really quickly, you might be able to sell them on the central market, or you can buy them if you've been looking for them for your manor to complete it. There are 14 new furnitures exclusive for manors that have been added into the game that you can craft here. They have some pictures showing them off to you, and I gotta say, they are pretty neat little things you can get into your house, so new stuff that you can craft here with the manor system. Moving on, a few more items that you could only obtain by getting them yourself in-game have been added to the central market, so now you can buy and sell them. These items are Hessed's Crystal, Delicia Essence, Starlit, Jade's Breath, and Essence of Insight, now added into the game there to be traded. The Hunting World boss has had its drop rate increased for its heart as well as Red Earth Bloodstones, so pretty neat right there if you've been trying to get those items. Additionally, the maximum value of those items has also been increased that you obtain from it. Some quality of life stuff for people that have boats. You'll be able to call your ship from a further distance now, so it used to be only up to 40 meters, now it can be up to 80 meters, so twice as far you can call your ship, which is a nice little bonus making it easier for that. Additionally, there's a new button that's just going to pop up on the screen telling you that you can board your boat whenever you're near it, so more quality of life improvements there. And since boats are kind of a mount, there's also some more mount information here. Whenever you go into the abyssal vein here to use the Magnus to teleport around the world, now instead of only taking your horse with you, it'll take your horse, donkey, camel, miniature elephant, or alpaca. So nice little quality of life there. A new series of quests have been added to Alia Island for the barterers, so if you're out there bartering, you get a whole bunch of different quests and stuff you can do over there. And then with that, we have pretty much covered all of the different items here that are of importance here with this patch. So, now's your turn to let me know in the comment section, what do you think of this? Excited for any of the stuff in the patch? Gonna take advantage of these life-skilling things? I have to say, this life-skilling event has been absolutely insane. I think I did 2 meat gathering spots on the stream on the weekend and added over 1 billion silver at each of those. So yeah, this event is absolutely bonkers if you're a life-skiller. So I'm a real big fan of it, and they just want to keep it permanent full-time. You know, knock yourself out, Perlibis. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. So I do hope you had a good time. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this stuff. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you at the next YouTube video, the next Twitch live stream, or wherever I happen to see you. Thanks.